Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So, the third Dokkan now is out, and of course, it is Dragon Ball Hero characters. What a shock. You know, they did accidentally reveal way too early, a couple days ago, that the Dragon Ball Heroes was going to be the theme of the Dokkan now, because, Bandai, you know, sort of pressed the, you know, auto copyright button a little bit early. So when they put the Dragon Ball Hero Super Attacks from the JP 10-year anniversary Heroes live stream, it was actually, you know, when people uploaded those, you know, they got hit by a copyright claim, an auto claim from this Dokkan Now Volume 3 right here, and then bam, here we go, right? So it's like, okay, so we know that the super attacks for Broly and Super Saiyan 4 Vegito were in this actual video, right? So this is pretty good. Like, they go over a number of things, right? This is obviously going to be a JPN Global sort of joint celebration. I mean, this was pretty good. They gave us a lot of info, right, on a lot of the new characters coming. I don't know specifically how many free-to-play characters are coming, but we know there's at least one. There's also, like, 4 old Dokkan Awakenings at least, and then there's also the, 6 new summonable characters. So this is a very beefy, like, celebration in terms of, well, basically events, characters, just a lot of shit in general. Now, I wanted to start with this right here. This seems very important to me. So he mentions that many of you said you wanted more events. So very clearly, they're referencing the survey that was sort of like given, I assume, after the worldwide download celebration, but it's hard to say for sure. And then don't forget that previously there was a survey for JP. I believe it was after the 5-year anniversary, where they were discussing Heroes LRs and Heroes Dokkan Fest exclusives. So that's another thing that's very interesting, is this celebration does appear to be answering some of the different surveys that Dokkan has handed out before, which obviously is very important, right? All right, so we're just going to sort of like skim through. I'll go over the very relevant details and get my thoughts. So, of course, we're going to have the, you know, sort of like collaboration here between Dokkan and Super Dragon Ball Heroes. Here's the new summonable cards right here. I believe, from what they've shown us, they all awaken except for Super Saiyan 4 Bardock and Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, which seems kind of odd to me, right? So, I don't know. That's definitely strange, but I guess it just means Super Saiyan 4 Gohan and Super Saiyan 4 Bardock are going to be better later on in the future. It's as we can see, they all have the Super Dragon Ball Heroes little like collaboration crossover type sticker. I assume, based on the new category that's coming out, the crossover category, it's probably going to be very important and relevant for characters that have this. But there's some characters that should have this that don't have this, so we'll talk about this soon, because I don't know. I mean, this, we'll get to it, right? So let's just sort of, again, skim through. So here's these are the summonable characters, of course. There's also going to be this new event right here, which they say right there, similar to Infinite Dragon Ball History, and then the Fighting Legend Goku, Legendary Goku event. The way he mentions that there's going to be rewards as you beat it, 0 stamina, very clearly it does seem like it is going to be a very similar to Infinite Dragon Ball History, but that's good, right? So they're giving us, like, you know, a Dokkan event. We get this, like, sort of like, you know, similar to like Legendary Goku event type thing. Like, that's very, very good, for those to pop in, right? So that's awesome. There's also a new story event for Dragon Ball Heroes, the Dark Emperor Saga. Okay, interesting. So, I wonder, I mean, Global probably won't get the awakenings for Mira, Towa, and Demigra early, but it certainly would be good, especially because those characters, sure enough, the reason that they all get their Dokkan Awakening and shit like that is going to be relevant, because we can guarantee they're going to be on that new crossover category, right? So, like, that obviously really, really matters. Mass Saiyan will be on there for sure. The only thing is, I don't know about, like, what about, like, Xeno Trunks? Because, like, that Xeno Trunks doesn't have the crossover logo in the bottom right. Like, is he going to get that added? Is he still going to be on there regardless? What about Super Saiyan 3 Broly, right? Is Super Saiyan 3 Broly and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, are they all of a sudden crossover characters from Raging Blast? Or are they just going to be left out? Like, you know, this is where, like, Super Saiyan 3 Broly could really, you know, use the help of a new category. And Super Saiyan 3 Broly would probably be fairly good on this team as well. So hopefully we can, you know, get that. Demon God Sulza, by the way, is a new character we'll be able to get who does Dokkan Awaken. So a new free-to-play character is obviously very good. I'm trying to think, what categories is this guy going to be on? I mean, it would be just very similar to, like, I don't know, because he's not... They have to make, like, a demon category. I mean, you could get Demon King Piccolo and all of his sort of, like, minions or the Demon King Piccolo family on there. Maybe Junior would fit, but I don't know about future Piccolos. Then, obviously, you know, Dabura. So, like, I don't know, they call it, like, Demon Clan or something like that, right? And, like, all the Towas, you know, Fu, Mira, a lot of them could be on it. I mean, as more hero stuff comes out, that's definitely a category that could actually be, like, relevant in the game. These 4 characters are going to get Dokkan Awakenings. This is really big. I've been talking about how, like, this Demigra could be ridiculous, right? Like, if we, honestly, among all these extra characters that are Dokkan Awakening right there, this Demigra is the one I'm actually, like, looking at the most, because, I mean, you just look at it, he's already giving Extreme Class Allies 3 ki, then he lowers enemy attack and defense by 20%. He's got this 120% attack buff. You know, they just make this 150% attack and defense or something like that, and we're set. We're golden, right? This guy's going to be really good. He's going to be a nice addition to Realm of Gods, because, you know, they want to give us, like, a super class version of Realm of Gods, extreme class version of Realm of Gods. Like, all these different teams, like, he'll be good for the villain side of. So he's going to be very, very strong. So that's good. Super Mira is going to be a good defensive unit. I mean, we now have the Dokkan Awakening for the other Mira. This guy will have his Dokkan Awakening, so that'll be good. These 2 could be a nice addition for, like, the Vegeta family category, Pure Saiyans potentially. We'll see. The only thing that sucks is, of course, you know, your AGL, your Physical, your Int, and your STR. So every single typing except for Extreme Tech. I don't know. Demon God Sulza will probably suck and be Extreme Tech, I guess. But it's like, oh my god, alright, fine. Whatever. So then, of course, we're going to get the very first Heroes Dokkan events. Now, he does specifically mention that this is only going to be available during this crossover period. So I presume that means that this, like, these characters are probably not going to be added into the general banner pool. And I don't think that this Vegito would be a Dokkan Fest exclusive. Yeah, you can only participate during the collaboration period, so keep that in mind. I mean, we'll see if it gets available with keys. I assume so, but I mean, it's hard to say. Just adding all the characters into the general SSR pool is really what they should do, right? So they show us super attack animations for a couple of the characters. That's obviously what, you know, spoiled the fact that these guys were all coming. All right, so let's take a look at some of these Super Saiyan 4 characters, right? So here is Super Saiyan 4 Bardock. I mean, you look at it, and already he's good, right? Like, this is good. 140% attack and defense. He gets an additional 40% attack and defense when there's 4 or more crossover category allies in the team. That's a new category, right? So I assume the easiest way you could, like, just sort of guess of what this crossover category is going to be is characters that have this. So, like, Android 21, Mass Saiyan, you know, the new Mira and Towa, the Dragon Ball Fusions characters, all these Dragon Ball Heroes characters, right? I assume, I guess, maybe the Arale characters as well? We'll see what they do, right? But, I mean, this category actually could be fairly good. Obviously, it depends, though, on... I think the biggest thing I want to see is, like, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Broly, Super Saiyan 3 Bardock on this category. That happens, that's big, because we're basically talking about the Dragon Ball Heroes category, right? But then just adding, like, all the characters who are missing, who we were complaining about are missing. Now, by the way, this Bardock doesn't have a Dokkan Awakening. I'm just curious, what does Xeno Super Saiyan 3 Goku's stats look like? Yeah, okay. If Bardock has similar stats to this, what is his SSRs? Not that bad. It's just, this is just like a normal banner unit stats, honestly. This isn't like super low or anything like that. If this Bardock has similar stats to that Goku, he'll be fine. 140% attack and defense, another 40% with the 4 extra crossover category allies in the team. Like, look, this, I really like this, actually. attacks effective against all types and HP is 80% or more, and then a guaranteed crit when HP is 90% or more. I actually really like that. Because it's just a lot of offense with more health. I don't know. I actually do really like that. I think this Bardock seems like he's going to be pretty damn good. So of course we have other Super Saiyan 4s to take a look at right here. Looks like he leads the crossover category. That is his leader skill, right? So that's good. You know, being able to get additional characters to have that leader skill besides the big one, right? Then we move over to Super Saiyan 4 Gohan. Now, I am fairly impressed by what I see from Super Saiyan 4 Gohan right here. 140% attack and defense, some 40% damage reduction with 4 giant 8 power category allies in the team. So the category is coming early to global. I figured, right, they would do that. No in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta yet on global, but the category does get added. That's fine. And then he has a high chance of stunning the attacked enemy and performing a super attack. So that should be a 40% chance to stun for 1 turn, similar to like Tech Hit, right? This Gohan is good though. I mean, you got to use him with other giant 8 power category allies, but again, you know, 140% defense, if he has just similar stats to this guy, I'm just going to use this guy as sort of a base. If this Gohan has at least similar stats to this guy, he's going to be at 100k defense or more. With 40% damage reduction, he's awesome. He's going to be a fantastic unit, right? So that's really, really good. And then I believe, yeah, he leads the grade 8 power category. So, you know, he's, I guess, going to be the best leader for the category team, at least right now on global. Because they do show Vegito's leader skill, and he leads the crossover category, right? So here's the 2 characters that awaken from the Dokkan event, Broly and Vegito. That's good, because we know Broly and Vegito are going to get fierce battle, right? So Broly, 140% attack and defense performing a super, then an additional, that's a high chance of doing a super attack. There's another grade 8 power category ally attacking in the same turn. That doesn't seem too insane to me. Like, I look at Gohan, and Gohan seems more impressive. So, I mean, I could imagine that Broly is either going to have way higher stats. Like, you know, again, let's say, again, like, Gohan has stats similar to this. But perhaps Broly is more so, like, Dokkan Fest exclusive level stats, right? I think that's possible here. Let me pull up, yeah, Blue Gogeta. Sure, let's just pull up Blue Gogeta. Maybe it's possible that, like, Super Saiyan 4 Broly's stats are more so like this. Or I guess it's possible that Broly could, you know, say stack defense and super attack or something like that. That would be very good, right? If because they would, honestly, of all the characters like in Dokkan that should like stack defense, Broly is the one, right? So that would make a lot of sense to me. Because he seems okay, but I feel like they could have given him more, right? Because like, you know who he seems like he's like sort of, I don't know that I want to call him a worse version, but he kind of seems similar to our girl, who has become a gigantic meme over on Global, and I'm talking about our girl Kale. Yeah, her EZA. He's sort of similar too. So 160% attack for her, additional, which has a great chance of being a super. She's also got the damage reduction based on orbs. She does immense, greatly lowers defense. I mean, Broly, they got to give him immense, right? They got to do that. But Broly seems like he's going to be a similar unit to this Kale right here. So that's interesting, I guess. He's also going to be a grade 8 power category, like leader of 130%. That's pretty good. Sure, we'll take that. Okay, and then we get the most intriguing Super Saiyan 4, as they call him, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. So he seems quite good. I like this. 140% attack and defense. Now, this is... listen, this is what your boy has been talking about right here. Give us characters that are doing this. So, crossover category allies are getting 1 key, 20% attack and defense. And then grade 8 power category allies, 1 key and 20% attack and defense. Then he has a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, high chance of evading enemy super attack and countering with tremendous power. So him and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta are very similar. I would imagine Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is going to be better than this guy, right? Like, there's no way. Like, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, just, you know, 4 million attack stat, turn 1, super effective against all types. Like, this Vegito is nice. I love this, like, this little extra category buff and stuff like that he's got. But, I mean, he is just a worse version of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. But I assume this guy is not a Dokkan Fest exclusive, but he seems fairly good to me, right? because for this crossover team, his team, he's going to be a support type unit. But then if you have the extra Super Saiyan 4s on there, right? Giant 8 power, which, you know, all of the, like, the heroes Super Saiyan 4s are going to have, right? You know, they're going to get 2 key and 40% attack and defense from this guy. That's really nice. So I like this Vegito, what they did with him, an awful lot. And then, of course, also, his leader skill is fairly good. Now, again, how good this is going to be determines, I think, quite a bit on what exactly they do with this crossover category. I'm probably going to do a separate video sort of talking about what I think will be on the category. Hopefully they don't leave off, like, again, my fear is that it's literally only going to be characters that have these little, like, logos in the bottom right, which is bad, because if we pull up, let me pull up a character with the Xenoverse link real fast. So if we go, I don't know, Demonic Power, then we go to Tech Towa right here, right? All right, so let me pull up the Xenoverse link. And I'm just going to give Towa this Trunks and this Trunks. So Towa, you know, just got her Dokkan Awakening. She got the Dragon Ball Xenoverse logo. So she'll I guarantee she's going to be on that category. By the way, you know, this category is awesome, right? Yeah, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito is the leader. Already, we do need a villain leader for this team, though, because, you know, Demigra, Mira, Towa, they want you to use them on full villain teams. So, again, this is Towa, and these characters are hurt because, you know, Battle of Wits, Siblings Bond, Peppy Gals, all these teams Towa is on are just filled to the brim with superclass characters. So that hurts her. You know, she needs, like, a full villain build ability for this team. So, hopefully, like, another character leads crossover, like, so you could do a full villain variant of it, because obviously she's going to be fairly good. You know, you take a look at what she does, but notice how she has that Xenoverse logo. Now, this in-game, this Xenoverse Trunks, despite literally being a companion piece character, basically, to, like, you know, the Towa and Mira and Demigra we just looked at, they didn't give him the logo. He doesn't have the Xenoverse logo. Even though he's got the Xenoverse link, you know, he's right there with these characters. And then neither do some of these other Xenoverse Trunkses and stuff like that. So, are they just going to be left off the category because they don't have that little symbol? I don't know. It's very hard to say. And then keep in mind, Mass Saiyan did get the logo, right? So, I mean, I would assume characters that have got one of these logos, either fighters, Dragon Ball Heroes, Dragon Ball Fusions, we can expect all of them to be added on there. But what about, again, the Arale characters and these Trunkses and stuff that don't have it? That's what's going to be interesting to see, right? All right, so Vegito looks very good, though. Definitely very good. Then, of course, we also have the 2 Demon God characters, Dabura and Towa, who have Dokkan Awakenings, which is good. So, Dabura, 100% attack and defense, then another 100% attack and defense, and attacked enemies attack and defense, minus 20% for 2 turns when facing one enemy. Then he gets another 100% defense and a 50% chance of dodging super attacks, I assume, when facing 2 or more enemies. So he seems like a good Super Battle Road character. Actually seems a little bit similar to Raditz. So obviously I'm hoping that he is tech. Give us as many options for extreme tech as possible. But yeah, this Demon God Dabura seems rather good. I like that. I like that a lot. So he'll be able to get a solid 200% attack and defense against one enemy for, like, Dokkan events. And then he gets the extra chance to dodge against multiple enemies. That's good. That's good. And then attacked enemies attack minus 20% for 2 turns. Not horrible either. Like, that's going to be solid. Again, I assume, especially with sort of these villain characters, this Dabura could also potentially lower attack on super attack or seal or have a stun chance or something like that. So that'll obviously be very good. And then, dude, Demon God Towa, what the hell? Like, look how good she is. 100% attack and defense. All allies, 3 key and 30% attack and defense. Wow. That's pretty good. So if we take a look at, so she's going to be on Peppy Gals, Time Traveler, Sibling Bond, Battle of Wits. She'll be on Dragon Ball Heroes and Crossover. This Towa is going to be insane already on Battle of Wits and Siblings Bond and, like, Time Travelers. This Demon God Towa is really good. Like, just 100% attack and defense and then unconditional 3 key and 30% attack and defense. Dude, she's gonna be so good for like siblings bond and shit like that, right? LR, Gohan, and Goten. So that's what I'm talking about right there. Then, like Supreme Opie of Time, she gets this. I assume this is a 50% chance of 10% attack for all allies. Another 50% chance of 10% defense for all allies. So she could be giving 3 key and 40% attack and defense. That's so nuts, right? Like look how much she towers over Turles, right? Turles, who has 3 key and 40% attack as his sort of passive. And then this is what Demon God Towa is doing, right? And then she also gives extreme class allies 50% attack and defense, and she recovers 50% HP when HP is 50% or less. Again, I hope she's extreme tech. Please, God, be extreme tech. But that's good. I love this, by the way. So rather than make it a full heal when it's under like 30%, which is super tough to get, dude, this Towa is so crazy. I am pleading that she is tech. If it because I was doing extreme tech no item runs this weekend and I was getting real close, but it's very tough. The team is not that good, and it's like, man, if I could had this Towa, that heal, oh my god, is that gonna be good? And again, AGL Towa right here, she lowers attack, yeah, and then the tech Towa, she seals. So, if this Demon God Towa is doing either of those, that just gives her more ability to help in Super Battle Road. So this Demon God Towa, to me, actually seems like she could be the unit that's getting the most use from all of these characters. Because, all allies 3 key, 30% attack and defense, that is just so crazy. And that's so crazy for, really big category teams. Again, Battle of Wits, right now, I think you could very easily argue that the Battle of Wits / Majin Buu Saga team is potentially the best team in the game, right? Easily. And then, Towa then becomes damn near the best support type unit on that team. So, Towa is really good. Deborah's leading Dragon Ball Heroes 130% to that category, which is good. And what is Towa? Towa's the same thing. Oh, no, Towa's 150%. Oh, so she's the best leader for Dragon Ball Heroes now. Okay, I missed this when I first went through it. Man, the Dragon Ball Hero team is going to be crazy because you're going to have 2 of her floating around. Holy shit. Okay. That's pretty good. Yeah, she's quite a bit of a better leader than Fu. She's a crazy leader unit, dude. That's like the OG movie, and that's basically everything. And then they're going to give out 5 stones within a couple of hours. Everyone is going to be asking every 5 seconds, where are the 5 stones from the Dokkan now? But, they say within a couple of hours, so that's good. But this is going to be like that OG movie bosses team and how crazy that was with, 2 Turleses on there. Man, she's good. I'm of all these characters, I'm the biggest fan of her. I think what's going to determine a lot for how good Super Saiyan 4 Broly and Super Saiyan 4 Vegito are, is just quite honestly what their stats are going to look like, right? Let's just say this Vegito has 17,000 attack, and he's going to be a god. That's going to be super good. But we'll see. We're going to see what's going to happen. But I think Super Saiyan 4 Vegito and Demon God Towa are going to be super good from what we saw. I like Super Saiyan 4 Gohan. Bardock has nice abilities. But, some of the more intriguing characters for their Dokkan Awakenings, we did not get the details for yet, and that's these 4 right here. And the reason these are a little bit more intriguing to me is because villain characters have, no respect in this game. So they're actually, we need more villains all over the place, right? And, these guys are going to buff, some teams that really need the help. So it's going to be interesting, right? And Time Travelers, of course, I was calling this the actual, pseudo Dragon Ball Hero category, but now this crossover category, again, a character like Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, dude, he has got to be on the crossover category. He just has to be. Are they really going to leave him off just because they never gave him a generic Dragon Ball Xenoverse shit down here? Because is that what he's from? Dragon Ball Xenoverse? It's either Xenoverse or Heroes, right? So it's can we hopefully with the data download, they just all these characters that actually are crossovers from something, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Broly, all that, they just give them something and then add them to the category. We'll see. But if the crossover category has got them all, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Broly, Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, all the Xeno Trunkses, right? All the characters that have the little logo anyway. That crossover category is going to be really good. And it's going to make Vegito a very interesting character because he's a support type unit for all those characters, right? And you're going to want to fill it up with Super Saiyan 4, giant 8-power category allies anyway. So, like, he's going to be super crazy. I'm excited. I'm excited. This seems like a good celebration. You know, we've got an Infinite Dragon Ball History event. We got a Dokkan event. We have a free-to-play story event. You know, this is solid. I assume this is going to come out within a couple of days. I mean, if we look at it, Global loses their discounts, I believe, tomorrow for Gotenks and Buu. So I think, like, the 20th, potentially even the 19th, are probably as early as we could see these guys. I feel like there's a small chance we see these guys shown on the Twitter in a few hours, but we'll see. We shall see. So let me know what you guys think of all this Dragon Ball Hero stuff. I'm pretty excited. The only thing I'm really just very anxious to see is how they operate with this crossover category, right? Are they just really going to be like, oh, well, we didn't, you know, decide to put the Xenoverse logo in the bottom right corner of Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, so he's not on the category. Like, hopefully they don't pull bullshit like that, but I don't know. They might. We will see, right? So, thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.